So we know you're 3 seasons removed from your MVP season where you put up some gaudy numbers. You had 47 homers, 115 RBIs, and hit 305. I know these sort of seasons don't happen by accident, and I know how delicate of a game baseball can be, especially when you factor in injury. So could you just kind of talk about the past few seasons for you personally, some of the ups and downs, and your journey to getting back to that MVP form?
Yeah, I think that's it. Obviously last year, it was pretty confusing time for me. Mechanically, I was feeling pretty good, and my approach was the same, and but my body just wasn't allowing me to do what I was doing before. And I talked to people around the league or old teammates that dealt with injuries, and they just said, "Dude, that is all part of it. There's nothing you can do, man. Your body's just different right now, and you just have to accept that." And I accepted that. Obviously, I didn't want to go out there and suck, so I still went out there and try to compete. But that was just the facts of it all, and my body wasn't there. And this year I'm feeling healthier and stronger, and just showing signs of it, and just trying to stay within myself and stick with my plan, and understanding how hard the game of baseball is. So even when you feel good, sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
And of course, all that said, I know there's a very clear issue right now in the game of baseball overall where hitters are really struggling big time. I've talked to a few other hitters and heard some different theories about why that may be, but I'm curious from your perspective, why do you think there's just such a massive drop in batting average?
I mean, I think the biggest thing is probably balls in play. Like, you hit a ball consistently, or they just know the numbers behind where you hit the ball, they have positionings for it off certain pitchers. We do it as well. Like, off a certain pitcher, I have to play this far over because that's where he hit the ball. And then he squares the ball up and I don't even have to move. I'm right there. You know what I mean? So that's just the game. And there's so much numbers behind everything. So I think the defensive shifts are the biggest thing for it, in my opinion.
So do you think banning shifts would maybe help it at all? Is that something that could happen, you think?
I think that definitely helps. I mean, it's rare when you see a ground ball on TV that gets through. So I definitely think so. I mean, no doubt having 3 people on one side, one guy in right field, I think so. I just think that the numbers behind the shifts, which is part of the game now, I think have a lot to do with that.
Another burning topic right now in baseball, I know, is how the game will be officiated in the future. You personally recently made headlines with the home plate umpire when he didn't get you a timeout. I know it ended up resulted in a strikeout. And even though timeouts aren't necessarily the main focus here, I feel like it still does cast a shadow on the whole traditional umpire system that fuels that argument that I'm talking about. So I'm curious what your thoughts are on this topic and what the pros and cons could be if robo-umps replace traditional umps.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not for robo-umps, not yet at least, or if I ever will be. I know that all that is part of the game. And unless there's I just said this, unless there's a 100% zone, you have to be perfect, right? Yeah. Like the one in AAA right now that they got going on, I heard is brutal. Ooh. I mean, maybe years and years and years and years down the road, I could maybe see it. But right now, I'm not for that big change yet.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I feel like it would kill some of the human element of the game because, how many times have you seen Dave Roberts just fight for the team, get ejected, y'all are fired out in the dugout? I feel like that would kind of take away from the game if you did have robo-umps.
Yeah, it takes away the passion a little bit, the fire in us that, we're all just competing out there. And, I don't think they're out there, trying to screw anyone. So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty flawed down there in AAA, I think, right now. From what I've been told. So, yeah, I'm definitely not for it yet.
Speaking of your Dodgers, your team is once again loaded from top to bottom by all measures. Will probably compete for a World Series title in October. I want to talk about a couple guys in particular, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts. Obviously, Mookie's on the shelf at the moment, but between the 3 of you guys have a cool MVP club in the Dodgers lineup. So could you talk a little bit about those 2 other guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think we know how super unique it is,
Mhm.
to be able to share the field with the guys that we have. And really, I mean, just understanding how special it is, and just going out there and playing the game. Those two are, two of the most consistent players in the game. And like you said, Mookie's, on the shelf, but hopefully he's back soon. But Freddie, he plays every single day, and he just plays the game of baseball. He really does.
It seems like everyone's hyping up both New York teams, and you're a team that's literally been here, done that, has the ring to show for it. So do you feel like this year, more than any other year, you guys are being overlooked by the New York teams on the East Coast?
I mean, they're both doing really good things, and we've done that in the past, and it's overlooked. I don't think we feel overlooked. If that's the case, then sure. No, I've no hard feelings towards it all, and what they are doing in New York is pretty special. So we know it's a long year, and you just gotta keep going. It's a marathon and not a sprint in this game of baseball.
So you're here with us on behalf of Dairy Queen, and the Blizzard treats are the official treat of Major League Baseball. They apparently have a new flavor, so could you tell us what that is and what it's been like working with them?
Yeah, it's been great. Obviously, I love Dairy Queen, so it just kind of worked out perfect. The new flavor is the drumsticks with the peanuts duo. They just made it all in one. That was the one I had in the commercial with Fernando. So I got to eat a lot of that day and during the commercial. So it was a good day.
So I am a fan of Blizzards, obviously. I don't know who isn't, but I want you to build your own Dairy Queen Blizzard, like your ultimate Blizzard.
Vanilla ice cream, peanut butter drizzle, with Reese's and Oreo, like Oreo shavings,
Literally, Cody, I swear, I'm not even making this up. That is the exact Blizzard that I go there and make.
It's
Love Reese's and Oreo.
It's my favorite one. The peanut butter drizzle makes it all.
Oh my God. I back that up 100%.
Nice. Yeah, it's so good.
Hey sports fans, if you want to watch more sports seriously, be sure to check out these clips right here. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel to see all the great content from us here at USA Today Sports.